Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Check, 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 check. 1 3 1 3. Check, check, check. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's up, everyone? What's up? Check, check. Mic check. Microphone. Oh, it's an engineer. Oh, it look engineer. Big up the people, them, you know. Yeah, man. Welcome back to the channel. We're here. We're gonna be discussing some stuff this in this edition of Coach's Desk, a live stream. Yeah, we'll be discussing some stuff. And certainly we want to get the fans involved in the whole conversation. Where it said crispy, Mac crispy, or KFC, finger licking. Yeah, man, big up the people. Janet James, big up yourself, you know. Big up yourself. I don't know it going on. We are live. Big up yourself, Ayana. All the people in the building. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Denali, what go on? Big up Denali in the building. Big up the people over Facebook too, you know. Yeah, man, big up the Facebook massive. Large and in charge. Don't know it going on. Yeah. You not drum roll that. Yeah. Big up to all the people. Then. Round of applause. What go on? Hoping that everybody is doing well and everybody is doing all right. Seeing? Yeah, man. Big up the folks. Big up on yourself. Make sure to like and share and subscribe. And make sure to do that quick and fast. Remember these people. Remember that. See? Yeah, man. Remember that. You get to me, I say. Remember that. Remember good. All right. So we're done with that. We're done with that right now. Ansel Campbell, we have to get past Blake. He did well. Say thanks and move on. All right, Ansel Campbell, big up yourself. You are the AC. You are not the fun. You are the AC. Yeah, so people, midweek, we're at the middle of the week, and the weekend I got nice again, of course, because the athletes will be up and running. So the weekend I got nice again. You see me? I don't know, say every weekend. And me, I wonder if me have some time for my hand now, you know. We probably can run some live. Seeing? Probably can run some stream. Seeing? Yeah, man, we can run some stream. But anyways, we have to talk about United, you know. United, well, me never did I expect nothing. If them did win, them just win. If them never win, see them when me feel. If them win, see them when me feel. And it so happened that they did not win. You get what me I say? And it is what it is. United have to just build back. Time for build back. Time to focus on building back. Seeing? And stop worry about certain little things. You see me I say? But yeah, man, we give thanks same way. Big up, you know, Dean Lewis. Yeah, man. Shem, what go on? Big up yourself, you know, Shem. Shem, you know, say we want to call out good body, though. Good body need for forward and center, you know, Shem. Yeah, man. We want to call out good body. Good body, we have a special guest in the house for you, you know. Show yourself on the stream. Yeah, man. Good body. Forward and center. She afraid, man. Be a more chavin text, you know. But Walcott. Forward. We and good body have attack. What you say? Trouble? John was star. Anyways, people, so United no win no cup. So right now, for the rest at the time, me don't know when me I go drink my tea out of. Me don't know when me I go drink my coffee out of. Me don't know when me I go drink my Lasco out of, my warm Lasco. Cause me not no cup. Don't have no cup. You see me I say? Hey, YouTube, stop playing with the thing. The people them not getting the notification on time, YouTube, stop playing with the thing and roll out the live. Hey, where you going, YouTube? You see me? YouTube, stop playing the thing. Stop playing with the thing. Yo, me nah knock up, brother. Knock up. Seeing? I forgot us. Anyways, we'll jump straight into the conversation right away. Of course, you know, today, Omar McLeod run Lafon, seeing? They ran at the Savona meet over there in Italy, seeing? And this is actually the 14th staging of this international meeting. You see me? Lafon, of course, you know, she's Dominica's finest in the triple jump, you know. She's actually the reigning Olympic triple jump champion. She has started out 2025, you know, looking good. She did a distance of 14.31. Steadily. So that's a big win for her. She was ahead of Erica Saracini, and that's the Italian with 14.01, and everybody else was below 14. And quite frankly, in the triple jump, 14 high, 15, that should be the hallmark of all athletes competing in the triple jump from a female standpoint. Yeah. So that is what transpired over there in Savona. Of course, Omar McLeod, still in the mix where the hurdles is concerned. I mean, I think someone would have probably spoken to Omar McLeod on his ability to, you know, to do the hurdles, and he still need to give it another shot, and that's what he has done. And definitely he continues. We heard talks of him wanting to, you know, try the 100 meters. Apparently that is not going to happen. But he looked sharp, even though the wind reading was positive wind reading, positive 2.6 meters per second. He clocked 13.25, just behind Lorenzo Simonelli. Simonelli. He's an Italian as well, 13.24. So that was it for Omar McLeod. And if Omar continue to do what he's doing, you know, him can go on him thing. So Cuba's Rainier Mena won the 200 meters 20.15 ahead of France's Ryan Zeze 20.50. So the Cuban got a bag of things there. So So that was pretty much it. Barbadian star Jonathan Jones placed fourth in the men's 400 meters. Yeah, that was it there. So that's pretty much some of the results that transpired over there in Savona. Many persons expected the big bad machine to roll out, but apparently the machine never roll out. Seeing? Mark Lewis, big up yourself. So let me see the comments decline, because if we're talking about times run, it's clearly a decline. At one point in Jamaica, time had very little in the 100 world youth. All right. Also having at least 10 guys running or prime as sprint capital, and at least 4 to 5 guys running sub 20. Mm. Where's the Janet? They give me 2. Good, I want go on. Boy, me just tell the people Jason Guna say, yo, me don't know how me I go drink my tea, me don't know how me I go drink my coffee, that I'm a mint tea, me seriously. Me don't know how me I go drink me warm Lasco, because me not have no cup. You see me I say? I have no cup whatsoever. So me have to just probably even if I get some water for drink, I'm gonna put me on under a pipe and drink. Nah, no cup. In Jason, nah, no cup, brother. No cup whatsoever. But anyways, big up yourself. People, if you love the football thing, you can always check out Jason Guna channel. You see me? Kimani, wagwan. Kimani, you come in peace tonight. Oh my word. Kimani just say like the live people. Kimani not coming no war vibes today. Let me see if Raquel come with war. Raquel a war boat, Oops. Did I say that? I hope she forgive me, or she gonna just take me on. Rob Smith, what go on? Don't forget yourself, Rob Smith. Don't forget yourself. Nah, no cup. I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna drink a tea or hey, I'm gonna drink a pot water with a spoon. If you need pointers, some people can ask. Jugs were undetectable back then. All the top guys running fast time except for Usain Bolt were popped for doping. Ice coffee season. Me give Kimani 2 pressure pills. Kimani. Oh, are you Shem? All right, Shem, take care of Kimani. Me hand Miguel work well just to have to ease off the warm drinks. Man say hand Miguel work. Hey, good now. What you know? Coach, me know you talk about today's game, From Hurricane with a cup, Sun was next. Everything from stadium to water. Hey, boy, may I tell you, United. Hey, people, ever come out and say them for sack Amarin, But me not too business with that still. The man in Boston man for work that out. As me I say, a years now, me na vehicle in a seatbelt now. Me not take off the seatbelt all now. So me just a drive across. Anywhere me can drive across. Because me still have on my seatbelt. Still have on my seatbelt. Alright, so we want to get into the. Alright, people. So Shanice Walker. She has been doing well. She has been doing well, Do you believe? And we have to big up to a matter of fact, Leighton Levy on some of them story. Big up yourself, Leighton Levy. Yeah, man. I have to big up Leighton Levy. But what may I say, people? Shanice Walker, Leighton is saying she has top spot among Jamaica's next generation of sprint queen. Do you believe that she has the propensity or she has the physicality, she has the speed, she has the talent, but does she have that coaching, the tenacity and all of these things to really be one of our next top sprint prodigy. You have the Clayton twins, you have Brianna Williams, you have Brianna Liston, Kevona Davis was once on the list. Crystal Slowly. Serena Cole. Alana Reid. So we have a slew of young athletes, you know. You see me? We have a slew of young, talented female athletes. And what Shanice has been doing, it has really opened up a can of worm as well, you know. You see me? So she really put herself out there. Yeah, man, Jamaica for 2025 Gold Cup, is it? So, the thing is, Shanice has put her foot out there. In all conditions, she now has a sub 11. And let me make it clear, in all conditions. And that has to do with whether the win reading is above the allowable, right? I'm going to put a pause on that. Marky Wiz, it's what me do now in a sports and a United teach me that something. Here. Don't get too emotional about the teams that you support because it will cause problem. Seeing? Do not get too emotional. You gotta support a team, you know. You know me start ensure so me not get too emotional with the United thing that me stop by jerseys. Me stop by jerseys. That are the first thing me do, Marquis. Cut off purchasing a jersey. Cause me say me not have nothing attached to it. You see me? Yeah, man. Me just have the old jersey them and those, we call it judge them. Dean Lewis said, I don't see the world catching up. I just Jamaica slow down. All right, just less young people transitioning. Good. All right. Serena Cole has potential. However, yeah, that is true. The talent is there and champs prove it. Not concerned about our female reps. My concern mainly on the male. Which over the years we realized that Serena has potential, but she need to a good coach. She need a good coach and she need to lose some weight. Virgin, Denali, as Stephen Francis coach Serena, you know? Serena, and one of the best camps in our world, you know. No two ways about that, you know. You see me, I say? But anyways, make we hear what the before we get, because we have a whole heap of things for unwrap tonight, you know. Fresh off, you know, statement making performance at the ACC Outdoor Championship. Florida State University Shanice Walker is no longer just a name to watch. She's part of a new wave of Jamaican female sprinters, poised to carry the nation's legacy forward. But Walker isn't just content to be one of many. She wants to lead the pack. It's looking bright for all of us, said the 22-year-old, after claiming triple gold, 1, 2, and 4x1 relay at the ACC Championship in North Carolina. But as for myself, I see myself at the top, not just in the mix, but at the top. That's where I want to be. Walker's confidence is grounded in performance. She clocked a win-aided 10.99 in the 100 and dipped below 23 seconds for the first time in the 200. Signs of her rapid evolution since transferring from Lincoln University to FSU. Under the guidance of coach Matthew Kane, she focused on refining technical details like her arm drive, block execution, and transition out of the drive phase. The improvements have helped her transition from a promising talent to a dominant collegiate sprinter. Seeing? So big up to Shanice on that. What you think? What do you think? You don't think that she have all that it takes? Huh? On the think so? Talk to me now. Talk to me in the chat. Because we want to get to the big matter, you know. And guess what? We are open the phone line tonight, you know. As usual, we are open the phone line. Talk to me in the chat. Let me check out the chat now. All my bed head cover carve out with the United logo. Eh? You take it serious then, Marcus. I'm sorry for you. I forgot dash. She need to lose some weight, don't you agree? Yeah. Then Ali's a newbie. Which coach better than? Yeah, that me I say a friend of our coach. Yeah, man, a friend of our coach, man. Your athletes are not the decline. It's these coaches who are the problems. Whoa, that's another twist to it in a firewood. That's another twist to it. We're gonna discuss that. Let's keep it real. Social media is a big distraction for these athletes. Some of them too lazy and don't want to put in the work. So you think Raquel end up on social media when they're supposed to do the work? Me not think so. If Frana wants Serena to be great, he need to make her drop a few pounds like how he did with the Clayton twins. Taik! Let me see if I get that right tonight. Of course, I have to get that right. Taik. Aren't in the building. We're going through a rebuilding phase. The new era changing over. Evening, A Forbes. We are going through a rebuilding phase. Just get into up one. All right. Front of telling people to lose weight is Yo, Raquel, move the man. They always come with your foolishness in the Raquel. Love her confidence. All right. Yeah, that is true. Voice Wave TV. Big up yourself. Hey, Raquel, let's see you. Yo, Raquel, why you give so much trouble? Eh? Jesus, Pete. Hey, we don't ever see Raquel message them in our chat, people. When we upload a video. No, sir. Raquel not take no prisoner. Raquel, you water? Are you police? Me boy, me feel say you police. Feel say you police. Me know Raquel, man. Me know. You don't say you trouble, here, man. How you go out, man? No matter get in your feelings, you know. Remember, you say you're honest, you know. We're definitely in a phase of transition, which is only natural, but the sprint factory by no means closed. Exactly, A Forbes. And that's what I've been trying to tell people. Kimani just get the memo, or Shem give him a pressure pill, so him kind of calm down and understand, say, a sprint factory still in operation. You see me? She's a psychiatric nurse practitioner. Okay. Okay. All right, Raquel. All right. So before we get some more opinion on the matter, I'm going to read Leighton Levy's opinion because there's a lot of things we can unwrap from this, you know. Shane? Now, he said that there's a narrative circulating in global athletics that the world has caught up to Jamaica. It's the kind of lazy commentary that follows when medals dry up and dynasties look like they're ending. But let's be honest, the world hasn't caught up. Jamaica has simply fallen back. I know some are going to stop this. So. First of all, I believe that there is some amount of decline where Jamaica's track and field is concerned. And that decline has to do with the fact that, and if we go back a little bit, we remember when our athletes used to all about the 2 events. And I've been saying that religiously, and I sound like a broken record, but I will still continue to say it. Because I believe, and me even hearing Brown come on and talk about it on internet too. Because if you're involved in a track and field and you study the game, you know so that's a part of it. Seeing? In the past, several of our athletes, big up yourself, CC. In the past, several of our athletes have always been doing 2 events. If I'm on the 100 meters, you know say 1-2 double. Seeing? If you do 200 meters and you're not so fast in the 100 meter, you know say you're going to do a 400, 4-2 double. I mean, there are several factors that would have caused athletes to, not being able to do the 4-2 double, but throughout your practice or your training, you know that you have been able to do the workout for the 1 and 2 or the 2 and 4. Seeing? Now, when I look on Usain Bolt, the last time when him get beaten, Usain Bolt only prepared for the 100 meters. And that would have caused him not to have that what? Speed endurance so he used to bolt with. So the over distance in training, in practice is significant. It is important. Seeing? If you can master get your PB, your training PB in the over distance, it augurs well for you going into your favorite event, whether it is the 200 or the 100 meters. So normally sprinters, them know so them have to do 300 meters. Them know so them have to do 250. Them know so them have to do 280. Them know them have to do 220. Them know them have to do 210. 180 and go right down. See? But for the past few years, we see a decline in that because more and more people are interested in the 100 meters because it is considered the blue ribbon event. However, in order to prepare for that event, you have to do over distance. And people tend to joke out the over distance work. Now PB in them 300. Now PB in them 250. And expect them can just go through rounds and them something there. That is where we get it wrong. And I think the problem with that is it would have caused our decline in the sprinting. Also, too, you have talents churning out in different events. You also have the transition. The decision that some of these athletes and their teams are making is an issue as well. So it is not only, and we probably could look at the coaching side of it that somebody mentioned earlier, Firewood, that the coaches could also be the problem. Seeing? So several factors that would have caused Jamaica's athletics to decline. So yes, I think we have declined. I agree that we have declined. Now, on the part of the other countries not catching up with us, I tend to disagree with that aspect of the opinion. Because, mark you, Jamaica has been the standard bearer for track and field. Seeing? And when I say track and field, I'm really talking about the track section of it. The Europeans and the Americans would have been the standard bearer in the field events. The Africans, the standard bearer in the middle distance. Seeing? But Jamaica has improved in the field events. And what I'm seeing is, you see the technicality that those countries would have had in the field event, they would have made that transition into the sprinting event, and they are spending a lot of time on the technical aspect of the sport, that would have caused them to improve. Seeing? So, I certainly believe that the other nations are improving their games. When you look at South Africa, remember, so them did come one time when Van Niekerk go on a bag of things, come train at Jamaica. A lot of people understudy Jamaica's track and field, A lot of these people study it. So you know things that them are going to improve. You cannot be doing the same thing the same way and expect a different result, And back to the coaching thing, I'm wondering if the methodology of the coaches are actually evolving, or they have stuck to these antiquated approaches that if you're doing the same thing the same way and expect a different result, then you must be a madman. Seeing? So my belief is that yes, we have declined for more than one reasons, for several variables, but at the same time, I also believe that the other nations are catching up. If we say that they are not catching up, we are fooling ourselves. No, Papin boss. A pharmacy that run this, man. Pharmacy. Don't try to twist it. A whole heap of hold up go on. A whole heap of homicide go on. Yeah, man. Don't even go there, so Papin boss. No standard never did so. Whole heap of homicide take place there, so. Because of the pharmaceuticals. So we not gonna say that. You see me? Um so when you look at Eloy, seeing the Europeans, some of the Europeans look on Femke ball. We did have Daphne shippers are run fast in a 200 and 100 meters. Daphne win global title. Seeing? Then them see how that work. You have a lot of European ladies are doing well in the hurdles, in the 400 meters, and other events. So improvement that take place there, so Europeans. Seeing? So of course, I believe that these people are catching up. Seeing? And not because Jamaica would have declined in certain areas, that means that we're done. No. No, 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 no. We just fall back. That no means that we're done. Seeing? All right. So let me continue with the opinion of Leighton. He said that for nearly 2 decades, Jamaica reigned as the sprint capital of the world, producing an assembly line of once-in-a-lifetime athletes who not only won, but redefined what greatness looked like. That dominance wasn't a fluke. It was forged in Melbourne in 2006, where the island won 10 gold medals in the Commonwealth Games. Asafa Powell, Omar Brown, Maurice Wignall, Sharon Simpson, Sherry-Ann Brooks, Bridget Foster, Trisha K. Smith. The names read like the cast of a blockbuster. Jamaica swept sprints and relays and laid the groundwork for a golden era. By 2008, you know that go in Beijing, the world turned upside down. That groundwork became a full-blown sprint revolution. Usain Bolt electrified the world with his jaw-dropping world records in 100, 200, capped off the 4x1 relay, Shelley and Fraser Price. Then a virtual unknown claimed gold in the women's 100, leading Jamaica 1-2-2. Veronica Campbell Brown defended the 200 meter. Melaine Walker claimed 400 meter hurdles gold. The first sprint belonged to Jamaica at the time. From there, it was a decade of unprecedented dominance. Bolt would go on to become the fastest man in history. 9.58, which nobody can touch. 19.19, which nobody can touch. Me, a whole of people are size up and I said the next you've seen, me sorry for them. Plus Johan Blake, 9.69, 19.26. Second fastest man in the world, Asafa Powell, was also in the mix, 9.72. Third, 4x1 world record. Yo, a whole heap of years at heartbreak where I give them, you know. But in 2025, things look different. Jamaica's performance at the Paris Olympic 2024, one gold medal, seeing, and not even a track person give it that. World relays, once a playground for Jamaica baton dominance. The team manager to qualify just one relay. A matter of, well, yeah. Seeing? And yet we are told that the world has caught up. And me still not agree with Mr. Levy there, so. Me think the world caught up. Them a do them homework. Then do them homework. I mean, you think that Jamaica dominate for so much years and nobody now pay attention. Remember, say Michael Johnson come to Jamaica, you know. Man, come all chill and, you know, drive around the island and do whole heap of things, you know. And I find out why you seeing so fast, you know. Why Jamaican sprinting so fast, you know. Seeing? Now, are we seeing athletes running 9.6, 9.5 like Bolt, 9.7 like Powell, or 19.2 like Blake? Not even close. Outside the Shakira Richardson, the women's sprint scene isn't teaming with 9.6s or 7s like Fraser Price and Ilian. Seeing? If anything, the world hasn't sped up. It's that Jamaica isn't sprinting away from the competition anymore. Now, that kind of soften and make me realize, you know. So the world really has not gotten faster. When you look on sprinting for true, and we slow down, you know. But I still believe that the rest of the world are caught up. Or them are catch up because they are improving. Teams I never used to beat with China and them people there. Spain. That mean them are do work, man. And we still have 10-6 Sherika and 10-6 Shelly, even though the Sherika coming off injuries. Shelly is in the twilight. Is it me? But one thing we can say now is that talent is here. Whole heap of talent. So you see, Firewood we talk about the coaching. That could very well be an issue. And plus, we have been getting a lot of injured athletes. So that also could be an issue. Because you have Kishi and Oblique Akeem. But they are just merely flashes of brilliance. On the women's side, Brianna Listons, potential, great potential, but it has been blunted by recurring hamstring injuries. The Clayton twins, Alana Reid, Crystal slowly promising, but not yet producing global medals or world leading times. The problem isn't a lack of talent. The conveyor belt is still turning. That's why I'm telling you, say, the sprint factory is still up and running. What's missing for now is the conversion of talent into medals and history-making moments, which we agree upon. The transition is not taking place rapidly or as we'd want to see. And he said that that takes time, good resources, you need health and a little bit of luck. Jamaica's last generation had all of it converge at once. We're now in a rebuilding phase, and rebuilding isn't regression, it's calibration. So, urban athletics, go and talk off your face. Me no see you commenting about me, know you in a chat. I say a bag of things. Seeing? And interestingly, we basically never capitalize on the whole grand scheme of things or track and field evolve, Because me think, and I will still say it, You see the fact, say, we don't have a rehabilitation center that speaks volume, So we just basking on the laurels of our progression, of our talent, but we still not putting things in place to ensure that these talents are taken care of. And that is where me think a rehab center is important. You see me, I say? Because that is what we are lacking of in Jamaica. We have the coaches. We have the coaches. We have the talent. And as Leighton said, the conveyor belt still operating. The factory still up and running. Talent is never an issue in Jamaica. But what are we doing differently? As I said earlier, we cannot do these things the same way and expect a different result. So we have to put in these things in place. Nutrition. And I think health are the greatest part of it. Athletes are going to get hurt. Athletes are going to get injured in training. But how are we going to ensure that, we manipulate that in the right way? Are we latching on to the technological improvement of recovery? Are we wearing those recovery pants? You see, are we getting the next people doing the ice bath, eat, all of them treatment there? We have to do the thing the right way. Because what they think we are short of, we are not. Because we are not short in talent. Never. Seeing? But me believe that the world has caught up. You see me? Me believe that. Because other places in our world are doing great things. Seeing? All right, so let me roll over upon a chat and see what go on. Ryan Henry said, Jamaica don't fall back. We're just having a lot of mishap for the past few years. And as the Leighton said to look, yeah, that work in our sports too, but a lot of people don't believe that. The world hasn't caught up. We have declined. We have declined, but the world has caught up. Some people are on some time, but we never see it. Float management said, bless up yourself. The kids them double again like one time. Brenton Taylor said we need some better coaches for real. Because imagine Jamaican track and field without Frano and Glenn Mills. That is an indictment still, no. Jesus, please. I am wondering who is understudying Frano still, Although so you have to build your own. Because personality and philosophy blend, They coexist and correlate. So normally your coaching philosophy work with your personality. So understudy him probably Now I'll get a different type of coach. But you're right, Brenton. Because when I look on a whole medal MVP contribute to Jamaica, you know. And that's why when Frano talk, Frano no talk, you know. Because Frano know say him a produce. Normally people them a produce have the most talk, you know. Why don't think Father I full of so much talk? Because I'm a produce. Quote, that is why I suspect people doing Grand Slam will be well prepared and do well in their trials and possible world champs. Okay. The problem is more than sprinters. Talk to no Papin. Tyreek Taylor, what go on? Big up yourself, you know. Bold situation or just niggles and injuries. He couldn't double. Yeah, but he confessed that he didn't do the over distance training, Tyreek. We know say him did a, you know, so far struggle with that scoliosis thing. But him say him just never do it. And him say if him did do it, Justin couldn't beat him. The situation also includes how the efforts made the bigger heads to help hone in on these talents. Yeah. So Americans were standard for sprint. Oh, me did answer that already, Poppy. Me now go back this up. Well, I agree with you about the fact that countries have not caught up is that times are not that good, especially with the men. Of course, fast time around. Well, not in comparison. You see, are you seeing Bolt and Johan Blake? Them set the standard, you know. Mm-hmm. I standard just set high. Urban, me not telling us Urban in our chat, man. But other nations have passed, y'all. Catching up is an understatement. Balance a look yourself, Urban Athletics. Good night, all. As someone who follows Jamaica track and field religiously, I agree with Mr. Levy. The world is not catching up to you all. How many sprinters have dipped under 9.8? But even in Bolt's era, how many sprinters would have gone there? And that's why these sprinters are boasting. These um sprinters in Usain Bolt era, they are boasting that these guys. So it's not only Jamaican sprinters are not sprinting fast in this era, you know. The same other people, the other nations not sprinting fast. And on the female side, Sherika dropped 9.6. Shakira dropped not 9.6, 10.6. Shakira dropped 10.6 to Shelly dropped 10.6. Seeing? Ilian dropped 10.6 and 10.5. So, you're going to say we are declined there, so. While on the men's side, pretty much even Steven, because we still drop 9.7, you know. Kishian dropped 9.7 and Noah dropped 9.7. So if we are going to look on that time, then yeah, man, but Papi in Boss, remember say our thing did legit, you know. I pharmacy did a run over, so you know. Yeah, man, just remember that, man. Clever and them girl. Yep. I said men. Kambunji, yeah. Some of these upcoming athletes doesn't put in the requisite training as well. Besides the outlier Omeniala, only Jamaicans and US sprinters have run sub. Yes, that has only been done once. So besides our best days in track are 28, 29, 208, 209. You get a Cooper, big up yourself. Remember, Germany was good once, Nigeria, Canada, Them nah catch up. Big up yourself, Kelly. We are talking about Jamaica's track decline or the world caught up. Coach, if I get Bridget Foster in the hurdles, we call her name, man. I remember people were saying Knight was the next Usain Bolt. No, it's like he disappeared. Taik, gonna restaurant, man. A restaurant, them man, they gone, you know. Gonna eat oxtail, you know. Kamala, big up yourself. Countries are producing quality athlete here or there, but not in quantity. So how can the world be catching up when there is a single athlete from a given country competing at your athlete's level? All right. That's a good point, Del Oliveira. But what I'm saying is that era that we have Usain, we have Asafa, and we have Yohan Blake running 9.7. But you still have US athletes who are run 9.7. Gatlin run 9.7. What's his name again? What his name again, man? Gatlin and that umbre there, man. Him have the 9.69 too. What his name elude me so? Him have 9.7. Fred Curley have 9.7. Noah have 9.7. Away athlete name again, I can't remember. So when you look upon the other countries, them, when last we have a South African run so fast? When last we have, and we are talking about Simbini. We have Japanese athletes run fast. And years gone by, you never have Japanese athletes run fast. You have Chinese athletes run fast. Look at Del Oliveira calling. Myself, Del Oliveira. Turn on the stream there. Cause me still a your phone already. It give me an echo.
Okay.
Welcome to the show.
All right. You hear me now?
Yeah, man, I hear you clearly.
Yeah, good night, good night, good night. I found this a very interesting topic and I couldn't let it slide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you look at the times, right, coach, that has been put down, you all are not being beaten by any fast times. Look at wall relays, the 4x100 females, 42 seconds. The under 20 world record held by Jamaicans is 42.58.
All right, hold on this.
So it's
hold on this. But who ran that time? Who won the time? Who ran the time and win?
To be honest, I'm having a blank moment now. Which team won that? I don't even remember.
A Great Britain win, right?
Great Britain.
But Great Britain, you wouldn't call Great Britain as one of the places that we are catch up with Jamaica. We are talking about the French, the Spanish team. We are talking about the French team. We are talking about the Chinese team. We are talking about the Japanese team. We talk about some European team. Look on the team were doomed upon. Them man they are split sometime in a 4x4. One time some of them team they never did a split them time there. So they have improved, and the improvement what we not talk say the improvement or the catching up is that all of them are gonna just smother Jamaica and we now do nothing on the scene. No, but of course improvements have been making here and there and there. Other parts of the world have improved in comparison to where they were before, and that's the point we are trying to bring across.
Well, here, right? In one of my comments just now, I put that technique is beating your speed right now, and that goes to things like the relays, right? But I remember for one of your shows, you self said that these split times are very subjective because the way the timings are done, you don't know how far into the changeover zone athletes are receiving the baton. So even though
that's still not change to me. Relays
right.
that me not the 4x1 split me not use that as not something there.
Right.
At the combined time you have to look one now. So
Yeah,
when a team cross the finish line now, what time them are gonna run? 42, 41. And in comparison to where them run a few years ago. If it is a national record, that's an improvement, you know.
Yeah, improvement on their behalf, but they're not catching up to Jamaicans or the Americans. So that's why my thing is that you're saying the wall, but when you really look at the wall in general, there's not enough quantity to say that they're catching up on you, because even when you were discussing just now the 9-7s,
no, hold on. So probably there's a disconnect in the conversation. When I'm saying that the world is catching up or it has caught up, I'm not saying that it has caught up to Jamaica per se alone.
Okay, then.
It's a general statement for me. I believe that that's what Leighton was saying. The world has not caught up with Jamaica. We having a decline. So from that standpoint, I understand. But I put a twist to it right now. Generally, the world, of course, there's an upward trajectory in improvements in track and field. Jamaica is not running the blistering times that we used to. So we probably depend the neutral. We in a neutral. We in the traffic. While other people depend the freeway. You see me I say? You understand the point now?
Yeah, now that you say it's not Jamaica, you're directly talking about, yeah, I can see where it is. But for me, as a statsman that looks at times and stuff like that, I don't see the wall catching up because, I mean, as I said in the comments, a single person running good times, Femke Ball from the Netherlands. You have Nasser from Bahrain running 40. It's Paulina from the Dominican Republic. When you look at I mean, I don't like to call.
Hold on, you can't leave out St. Lucia.
Well, I just don't want to go sprints. Well, she's Caribbean, so
yeah, but
with Jamaica training,
400 is a sprint.
Jamaica training. Jamaica training.
Nah, man. But, well, she get the base, but yeah, I have to give credit to where she's at now.
Right. Yeah, but I am not convinced that the world is catching up still. I'm just saying that you Jamaicans, I mean, like my wife and myself, I mean, like I look at a lot of people who comment on your things and stuff like that, right? You are not a true fan of track and field unless you're willing to, I mean, I hope the other fans don't get me this wrong, right? But when you pay $29.99 US to flow track to see a Diamond League, to see Jamaican athletes run, you're a true fan. I'm from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, a small, tiny island 150 miles to the south of you guys. So we don't have athletes. Our biggest athlete right now is Shafiqua Maloney.
Yeah.
I think she just recently got sponsored with Puma, so you know.
Yeah, good athlete.
You know, but for us as Vincentians, you Jamaicans are our idols. I remember in the 80s and 90s, I grew up cheering American athletes because I didn't know much about Jamaican athletes. They were there, but I didn't know about Jamaican. And from the time I started hearing about Asafa, BCB, I realized, wait, we have Caribbean talent. And I have been pro-Jamaican since then. But for me now, right? I'm looking at your athletes. In Bolt's time, in VCB time, Asafa, you all see these guys running in meets in one the Diamond Leagues. Sometimes I might watch last year, for instance. I can't tell you how much times I saw a top tier Jamaican sprinter in the 100 or the 200, male or female. So I don't think it's that the world is catching up. It's for some strange reason, it seems as though you Jamaicans have either lost your focus or you have gotten either too complacent or too comfortable being on top. And as you've said, the Bolt era and the Johan Blake era has kind of spoiled us as track fans. But
we get sometimes out of the world, And even in this new generation, we not see people are running them time consistently, Or even 5-6 athletes are run sub 9-8, So yeah, those guys might have spoiled the world, and not only Jamaicans, because they would have been the standard bearers. They would have been the what do you call it now? The standard for athletes who are coming after. Everybody wants to go sub 9-8, and it difficult. With the all of the technology with them are use, the track, the gear. Some people say the spike, all of these things, the nutritionist type of food where you eat, the trainers, them, the weight trainer, the coaches, them still not matriculate. But for me, improvement, it doesn't matter the quality or caliber athlete, Once improvement, or once the athlete is training consistently, there's gonna be improvement, Some people just improve more rapidly than others. So that's why I believe the world is catching up. How fast they are catching up, I cannot say. I don't have that data. But once they are in the sport, once they are practicing, once they are training and doing what they're supposed to do, of course, people are going to PB. Of course, people are going to have personal record, national record. Those are improvements. It might not be the level to overthrow us in our decline, but in a general standpoint, yeah, man, the world are catch up in the track and field, man.
Yeah, another thing that I have a grievance with is that you look at NBA stars, you look at football stars, right? LeBron James gets a sprained ankle. The media knows about it. It's not something that is hidden, right?
Yeah.
Last year for me was one of the most frustrating as a track and field enthusiast. That the athletes that I'm rooting for, you don't know about their health status until the Olympic finals or the semifinals or the qualifiers to find out that these athletes are actually more injured than the coaches or anybody else knew, right? And for me, that is kind of a disconnect where you see where $1 million athletes in other sports are getting these paid because, again, you're a public figure. So they're parts of your personal life, and injury is one of those that the fans must know. And I find in track and field, last year we were really let down, not knowing that, Sharika was really more injured than her coaches were letting out to be.
And it's a very interesting thing, these other sporting stars, they are sponsored by kit sponsors as well. So you might have a Nike, and they have probably several other endorsement deals, and they come out and tell you what is wrong with them. From the onset is that you hear that, that athlete rupture their Achilles, and boom, they went to do a surgery, and you hear all the updates. I was told that it has to do with the kit sponsor. But again, I use that very example. The other sports, they have sponsorship as well. And you hear what is happening with them. So I too agree with you that, that might be a kind of a turn off where track and field is concerned. And, people just want to know. Because you see, the track fans, and a matter of fact, let me move it up from track fans. Sports fans always wants to know what is happening with their sporting star, their favorite team. Oh, why LeBron is not playing? Why Steph Curry is having a off night? They want to know. Seeing? And sometimes these things, the fans are privy to these things because these other people, they talk what is happening. But I don't know what is wrong with track and field. Pure secrecy in a track and field. When I look on even sponsorship, you know what, an athlete a transfer, a footballer transfer, a basketballer transfer, you hear everything with the money. How much money? In a track and field, you can't hear that. See, a secret thing I go on in a track and field with you.
Yeah, and I just don't understand why at all. Why all this secrecy around the athletes, the fans, and the only way track and field athletes can start getting bigger pay is that they have to be more accountable and more represented. Like for instance, I'm a big fan of Kishane, but I'm kind of trying to figure out how could he be a Nike sponsored athlete and he only ran what 2, 3 events before the Olympics? What is in his contract that, I mean, will he be getting a big pay every time he shows up? Or is it a year contract? It's like, I'm kind of confused. What sort of money can he be making as a Nike sponsored athlete and only run 3 races before the Olympic Games?
No, but them, I don't think with for me, and this is from my understanding, I don't believe that if they are sponsored by a particular kit sponsor or shoe sponsor, that they have to be on the circuit every single meet. I don't think so. Because for me, I don't think they get their money from their shoe sponsor by turning up at different meets. No. More so, it is at the global championship. That is where the bonuses and all of these things, rather than going to. But if the sponsors are putting on a meet, for example, the Atlanta Games, where they had the Adidas Prefontaine, you know that if you're a sponsored through any of those shoe sponsor, you have to show up at those meets. But I don't think if you go to Diamond League, your sponsor will pay you. Probably if you break a world record on the Diamond League, that's where bonuses will come in. So if Kishane ran like 3 races before, I don't think that affects his contract.
Okay.
They will get they'll earn separately, because in order to go to these meets, you have appearance fees and all of these things. So that's how I look upon it.
Well, my wife and myself, right? We do the timing for athletics in St. Vincent. My wife is the secretariat of team athletics St. Vincent and Grenadines. So in terms of timing and electronics and all those devices, I'm a technical person. So I deal with equipment. So I'm up to date with times and all those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I have another grievance with the relays. How could the land of the baton passing be so horrible now at the adult and world level that you all, for the last 2 years, are messing up buttons or you are not sending the right personnel?
We're too
It's like
fast. We're too fast.
it's like my wife and myself, we were talking, right? Is that when we see the names, like for instance, when I saw the 4x4 roster, I could not identify most of the athletes on the roster because I just never heard about those names. And I follow champs, I follow Monk Gibson, Cook Williams, all those things. I pay for those things on one spot media because I don't get TV Jamaica in St. Vincent. So these are things that I have to pay for, And it's like I'm wondering, these are the best athletes that Jamaica could send to qualify. So I'm wondering now, the decline seems to be in your relays and not so much you are producing the quality athletes of the caliber of Bolt and Johan. So I'm wondering, is it that it's individual pride now and not the country's pride? Because at the end of the day, an individual athlete will be traced back to his coach, whether it's Coach Mills or Coach Francis or Coach Walcott. But Team Jamaica, the relays, is like it's not given any proper consideration. That y'all have so many athletes that are running low 45, 44s, but yet you're sending away 45 mid athletes to run to qualify for a world championship.
Well,
I don't get it.
I don't get it either, but we have to just the good thing about it, the male team 4x4 give a headache last year, then qualify. The 4x1 female qualify, and it's just that the women them, the men them, it kind of strange. Even though the men they have not been doing well enough. All right, here me look on it now with the button expertise where you talk about. See? You see, I mentioned something, say, yo, we have the fastest, 3 fastest women in our world. And we didn't get a world record. And that is an indictment on the speed of those ladies. See? But I me look upon it, so then them they just fast. Too fast. And in relay, if you run fast and you now pass the button properly, it will slow you up or slow up the team. The other teams that are more efficient than you are going to get ahead. And in a cure you fast, it's very difficult for you to pass them out. So even though we have the fastest women at the time and we're not getting a world record, we can't have the fastest women and now practice. If we now practice, because we have to know if we gauge the speed and all of them things there. We have to set the marker so you know you run off the right time. We get a few days practice. Hey, listen, when we are trained for really, we start practice early, because we want to get rid of all of the jitters. We want to get rid of all. So for really a practice, we have 2 times per week or 1 time per week, every week. Because you want to get in these things. If you don't, your athlete are going to struggle no matter how them fast. Unless the other teams are so weak. And you make a whole heap of blunders on your leg them, you can't beat them. And that's why you can't look and say the world catch up, because no matter how fast Jamaicans are, if we not practice and them are practice, them are going to beat we. No matter how fast we be.
So, Coach, let me ask.
And hold on. Remember what you got to ask. So, let me make that last point. Me think now, it is a thing that Jamaica is not interested in 4x1 anymore. And of course, it's really a part of our legacy. Really a part of our speed and how we pass and hand over baton. But no, it's like we no business about it again. Because nothing now put in place to get the athletes ready for relay. Kind of difficult, but if we put things in place, it can happen. Over to you.
Yeah, so my question is, right, even when you look at the world record from Usain era, the 36, 86, 84, right? Those weren't the cleanest button passing. But clearly those guys were in sync.
No,
pong for
go on.
And to me, pong for pong, the team with Elaine, Shelley, Sharika, pong for pong to me should have been a faster team than that. So I feel that the women should have probably gotten more of a world record than the men, right? But my question to you is that, do you think it's possible, or the possibility that because of the speed now, that maybe Jamaica probably needs to reach outside? Because when you look at countries like the Chinese and the Japanese, these people's baton passing are spot on. They don't have the foot speed. They barely have a sub 10-second runner. Sammy Brown for Japan, I can't think when you not running for China, so I can't think of any Chinese athlete that are running under 10 seconds. But these teams are making finals, in some cases getting medals at World Championship and Olympics. So is it that, yes, you said that you think that Jamaica probably not putting emphasis on the 4x1 relays anymore? I'm wondering, is it that maybe because the team doesn't train together, maybe you all need to get outside help? Or you think that idea is far-fetched?
Outside help from you mean people to come and help us practice relays?
Yeah.
Boy, your background I get noisy, make all you can hear now.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, because let me explain myself a little bit more, right?
No, man, me hear
You
the
all go
question, you
from
know. When
yeah,
I
yeah.
answer you, it's like somebody in the background attack. Say, Lord. Yeah, so what I say now, you think that somebody, based upon the improvements of all these other countries, we need to get like a relay specialist to come in and help us?
Yeah, Spain beat the 4x1 women's team. That's crazy. I beat the 4x women's team twice.
So what you think the person need to come in can do? Help us with the baton exchange or what? Make it
I
clear.
don't know. This is something in sports. It's part of the psychology, but I am kind of curious. I don't exactly what I think needs to be done, but clearly something needs to be done.
And I agree
You
with
know,
you. One of the things that me suggest, you see, this really a camp and the fastest people them we have to run. We are going to continue to have that problem. Seeing? We're going to why? Because no matter we have the fastest people them, we now are getting a practice in until close to championship. People are gonna focus on them individual event. People are gonna try to win. Seeing? What me suggest is that we have we have to look strategical in having some persons directly for relays. Seeing? We
yeah.
need to have people for, and these people are going to be practicing, and you get the synergy, you get all of them get to understand each other and all of these things. If we now practice and we have the fastest people, them, it got difficult. It got difficult. Worse, when females are females, to drink tea, it got be more difficult. On the men's side now, easier for a man work out something. Even though what I think caused us not to go through at the whole button mishaps them. See? But I don't think we need no outside help. We just need to practice. We just need to just send some team, get some people, and say, yo, if the big guns them now want practice, have a makeup team that will always be ready. People still are training, you know, but you might send all these 4 people to a game, make them do a 4x1. Anyway, 4x1 offer. You just have these people do 4x1. Seeing? So we can get the synergy, we can get the cohesiveness together. Listen, you cannot go against practicing for relays. If you want to get better in your speed, you practice every day. If you want to be more efficient in your baton exchange, you need to practice too.
Okay. Well, one of the reasons why I mentioned outside help, not necessarily having to be outside the Caribbean region or even outside Jamaica necessarily, right? But I'm looking at, I've seen several times on your show that the JAAA and sometimes the selection of coaches, and even at the meets, at the World Championships or the Olympics, that the legs that certain athletes are put on are not necessarily best for the team, but it's best for the person that's coaching the team.
That is true.
For instance, even in the last World Championship relays, we saw that Tia was on the team in the first round and she was not on the team in the finals. I'm trying to grasp why was that, you know? I saw Sharika. I love Sharika. I mean, I was one of them was hoping that she would have broken the 200-meter world record by now. But Sharika right now is not where she is supposed to be. But I'm hoping because it's a long season that maybe by July, August, we really start seeing sometimes. But even before this year and last year, Sharika for me is not a perfect anchor. I don't care who wants to get angry with me. In that, when you look at Shelley or even Tia Clayton attack a 4x1 last leg, you see that acceleration, which the athlete who's ever in front knows that that person's coming and that person is intimidated because we've seen Shelley run down Daryl Nita. We've seen Elaine run down Daryl Nita. You know, for me, Sharika should be more on the back stretch, the second leg, rather than the anchor because I hear these arguments about she can't pass off the ball and stuff like that, but I still don't believe in that an athlete that's at that high level. Usain wasn't the best of receiving button, but he still did his part. But at the end of the day, I figure that the coaches need to come together and not coach sides based on what they think is best for their athlete, but what is best for Team Jamaica.
And I put it this way. I believe that the men are easier to work with than the females.
I think so too. I agree with that. I concur.
And I can tell you it happens at any level. The male athletes them easier for work with. But on the flip side, when it comes on to seriousness and have things in order, you have an easier pathway for work with a female than some male, because sometimes when them get the shillings and the dollar signs start show, some man switch and change. So it have its pros and its cons. But yo, trust me, I don't know what we are gonna do, but we need to do something because we listen. We winning the 100, we winning the 200 is good. But yes, when you make a cake and you put the icing on it, you made mention of your wife a few times. Buy her a birthday cake, the plain one, and don't have happy birthday upon it. I'm just buy her the one with the icing and the prettiness and all of them things upon it. Which one you think she will prefer the most?
Obviously the prettier one.
Exactly. So if we win the 100 and the 200, the 4x1 and the icing upon the cake, we want a 4x1 victory too.
Yeah, and I mean, you all have set up a model that, is the epitome of the world. You've seen, I mean, barring the gold medal for the relay that they took away, which is nonsense, but that's a different story altogether. He's the only triple Olympic winner. Again, 1 to 4x1. Because as you said, the 4x1 is that icing or that cherry to the top of a great accomplishment. So I am hoping that this year the World Championship in September, that I can see something better than what I have seen for the last year.
Somebody said in the chat, Sharika cannot receive the baton on the final leg either. Just look at all the things she has done incorrectly. And if we really want to put her on another leg to give her more responsibility.
Well, up to in the world relays, we were actually scrutinizing where she receives the baton as well. And I'm thinking that they're not utilizing the zones very well. For athlete like Sharika, who has more speed endurance, well, the 1065 proves that she has speed too, but her acceleration phase is not as great as a Shelley or Tia or Elaine, right? And to me, she was not getting enough of a running start to start extending, even at the Olympics when she couldn't run down. I mean, coach, you don't know how this thing annoyed me, that Kitty Terry, could not be run down by Sharika. That pissed me off so much. But it is what it is, right? And I figured that had Shelly been in any of those two places in the anchor, Jamaica would have come away with the goal. Because to me, her zone transition is not as good or as efficient as a Tia or a Shelly.
But when you look at the last, when you look at the 4x1 at the World Relays, everybody was on par, She moved out with everybody. She got the baton about third or second. Don't you think that she was utilizing the zone there?
No, I honestly speaking, I'm not a track coach. I'm just a observer, and I just look at where certain things are done, and I figure that she should be receiving the baton a little bit further back.
A little bit further back. So you want
yeah.
So in your estimation, she should receive the baton early in the zone.
Early in the zone, yeah.
Okay.
I think she had this speed endurance, and her tapping will come in to shot past anybody else.
Yeah,
but when she starts later in the zone, because unfortunately they don't show all the top speeds unless you go and dig up some videos to see what their top speed is. But she doesn't reach in the 100-meter. Her top speed doesn't hit until about 50, 60 meters. Whereas people like Tia, even Elaine and all, Elaine normally is between 35 and 45. So I figured that if they carry her, let her receive the baton earlier in the zone, it allows her top end to come in to play. Yeah, but right now we are here in St. Vincent, and we are just pulling out our heels because we look forward to these Diamond Leagues where the Jamaican athletes. I mean, our girl Shafiqua, she made a Diamond League appearance. I hope they invite her back for this one on the weekend. I don't really know if they're the 800, but we cheer Jamaicans all the way. And when we look at Olympics last year, we look at World Relays this year, we are so frustrated. You all have a headache that I wish my country had. The plethora of athletes, as you said, the sprint factory, the baggage chain that just keeps on rolling out athletes after athlete after athlete. I wish we had something close to that here in St. Vincent. But you all are our sisters.
Yeah. But somebody I confirm with what me say now, because me things say based on what me see, she would have maximized the zone. And here the person say she received the baton early in the zone, but the fact that she tried for what you call it now? Probably switch the button in hand and all of these little shenanigans what she do. Kind of slow her up. So is I guess it's on her. And if that is the case where we are gonna put her on second leg, then we are gonna have a whole heap more problem there, sir. Is it me I say?
No, well, I actually think that when you look at Tia's start right now, between last year and this year, Tia Clayton is the future mommy rocket.
No man, Tia is her own self, man. Me never like no disrespect to you, say, but me never like when people are give other people name because she have a name for herself.
No, well, let me clarify.
Tia is the one that potentially can take over the reins of these wonderful athletes who would have gone before her, Shelly, Lillian, and etc.
Let me just correct myself. I didn't mean about taking over or the baton passing. I'm just talking about that acceleration out of the blocks. Just that part. The only person that will leave Shelly in the blocks right now is Tia Clayton. Even a prime Shelly will have trouble keeping up with her Tia. Tia only falters when she doesn't run her race strategy is not run correctly. But when you look at her acceleration, I am seeing that a Jamaican 4x1 let Tia start, let Sharika go further back in the second leg in terms of the zone and give her the opportunity to accelerate. And the reason why I thought that she received the baton late is that the acceleration that she did not show off of the bend. I thought she received the baton late, so that's why I was under the impression that she received the baton late. So I'll just probably have to go over the videos and see where she collected the baton from. But from my observation, because I wasn't seeing the speed, but now that you said that she actually changes the baton in her hand and stuff like that, I realized that could be the reason why I'm not seeing that sort of acceleration. So that's why I was saying that maybe she could probably receive the baton earlier in the zone, not realizing that she probably did. So yeah, but as I said, I really hope that 2025 is a preview of Jamaican getting back to the top of track and field, so that I can start looking to be raising funds for the 2028 Olympic Games in Los Angeles. Yeah.
All right, sir.
I ain't going to book a plane ticket unless I know for a fact that Jamaica to the wall is going to be there and show up.
But well, I get what you're saying still. All right, Carl, I hear you. But big up yourself, man, and we thanks for your support,
Yeah.
We appreciate you supporting the channel.
Continue support.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, man.
All right, then. All right. Good night, all.
All right, cool. So yeah, that's Olivier from St. Vincent. Yeah, man. Him always support the channel, and we know that this man love Jamaica track and field. See? If you want to chime in, people, the number is there on the screen. You can forward. But that maximization of zone there, boy. The box stretch, you normally want to hand over quick, so the box stretch runner, you normally put a potent person on box stretch where have only for speed endurance. So them can get the button early in the zone and run right. And they probably pass the button late in the third, in the zone, in the third leg. Seeing? And the anchor leg, you want to pass the button quick. And at that, me think said Jamaica they do, but it just never work out because of the fumble double we go on. See, you see when it don't work, we always have problems, we always have conversations about it. I say what could have happened, because at work it just don't work for whatever reason. Me think say the coaches them know it, man. Me think say them know it. These are experienced coaches. Sometimes, yes, the coaching I go get bashed when the athletes not do it. I mean, I tell you, say, most times, the athletes not do it. And the coach have to just take the blame for that. Seeing? That me believe. Of course it does. And I've always been saying that objectivity. They need to practice. And if we don't practice, we have always have this conversation. Always. This conversation will not go away. Because even if we win, you have people that talk, say, yo, we should have this, we should have that, we should have this. You get what I say? So I just so thing said. Tony Green said, one Jamaica, bro, not one in the Queens. Jamaica will one son of Jamaica Queens. Quotes the word of the great artist. Everything gonna be alright. Yeah, man. But fans them are wait for the relay practice. If they don't see that, it not gonna be alright. I guarantee you that. Hey, Sule Bella, what y'all talk say race no win from back stretch? No, Rick, me no want that me no want the line up there. What you say, Sule, race no win from back stretch? Go put one donkey from back stretch and you know we're going. I get left. Because when everybody guns out and gone. Problem here, you know. I tell you. One time, people used to hide the slow runner at third leg. Some people stuck from start second and third. If them not have a good quartet, but every single leg matters on a relay. Dean Lewis, you really ask if your team not practice? You think so if you just practice one and two time in a relay, I go something there. You need constant practice. You need constant practice. I want thinking of urban athletics. Big up yourself, you know. All when you cuss, we are still there. Big up yourself, man. Make sure you like the video. Yeah, man. Adapt me rate, but yeah, man. People like you, you're there for your purpose. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Do we deal with wine? What you talk about? Me and the man just have a nice conversation after we never did a quarrel. When me not understand, me ask him to explain and me give my opinion. What you talk about? Deal with wine? What you talk about? Need to talk less and me talk and then the man talk and me listen. Yo. You just come on the show because you just a comment that I will end already. Conversation done already. The man is spitting facts. Only the man has spit facts. Most teams put their fastest runner on the back stretch. Even at champs, most teams do that. Yup. Fastest on the back stretch because the back stretch, quote unquote, is the longest part of the zone because you change early. You try to change early and hand off late. So that person do a lot of running. Bolt never used to play when it come to relay, you know. One point he even said if he had to go out there to run the heats, he will. Yeah, man. Remember one time them shake you up, bolt the pan anchor, you know. And Asafa the pan back stretch. And look like Nesta and is that Nesta and Asafa or Asafa and Blake mess up. And I see Bolt say, yo, a ramp, on a ramp with me thing, you know, what I deal with. Cause, you know, easy if you're there, a anchor wait, you know. And you know, see, and the button no reach, you know. And I can't imagine how Kishian feel. Kishian don't go touch a button in a practice. Yeah, man. You see, with what happening in Jamaica's track and field, Tuffy Rudy, them still afraid, you know. Guess why them still afraid? Because them know, say, we still dangerous. Them know we still dangerous. How can a buckle drop on the floor and break up and scatter all about the place? Seeing? And the buckle now go have no use. And you still talk about that battle? Oh my God. Oh my God. Where's the Shem? Boy, Kishian, boy, me surfy man, a 2 race man turn up, you know. I no get the button. But of course that can't happen. But it better you practice and mess up than don't practice and mess up. Which one you prefer, Dean Lewis? I rather practice and mess up than don't practice at all and mess up. Me prefer that. Donovan Scott, I hold for something me say, you know, when you say really coach, me can't, you have to tag what me say. You can't, on make it thing so difficult, man. Me can't remember what you talk about. When you say really coach, I think you know what me say, me probably write an essay already, you know, a 500-word essay, you know. Can't remember everything. So when you say really coach, you have to say it, really coach to what? Put it in a bracket. I don't think the world has caught up to Jamaica. Athletes are not that hungry as bold time. I think the world has caught up in track and field. It might not necessarily be Jamaica, but the world has caught up with track and field. If something is declining, that means anything that is behind it, you know, is catching up, you know. No, Shem. Make Kishian no practice and go run. And see if him go win. Shem, you know what Dean Lewis talk about. Hey, you see, even when I watch the relay race, and a lot of persons were saying that Johan Blake and a move up and down and whatever. In the first round. Me have to wonder if me have some sort of eye problem or me not understand what me see. Because when Julian Fortes reach, you know, him push the button pan Johan risk. So he missed the first time, you know. Now when he miss, that is automatic in any athlete where the outgoing runner. People are saying to compose and still keep them on up. Coaches tell them that. But you see, when you look to the left and you look to the right, or you glimpse your peripheral and tell us that these other athletes are going out, and then gone left and, you know, get the button, you start feel for the button. Me start feel for the button. So that happened with Johan Blake, and the second time him and start move become a feel for the button now, because the first up, it never reaching. And by reflex, you have to start feel for the button. So me don't know. People are say you are not keeping your hand steady. It's just somebody them a look for blame, man. The incoming runner for ensure saying put the button is a non-visual pass. And you are see the hand, the person can't see. You can't go shoot off of one bird and you start fire shot and expect the bird to come there. When you say reach, wait till you see platform, then you push. But you know, everybody have them opinion when it comes down to certain things. So me just make people talk. Is it? You know, everybody an expert now. And a coaches then see all of them mistake there. What possible people are sit to. And again, the instruction is given and the athlete them not do what them supposed to, whether football, whether cricket, whether tracks. In at that moment, the athletes should have improvised. Me see this third leg athlete on US whole TT Terry on. She missed the first time, you know. And TT Terry feel the button on her hand, you know. Same like how it respond you on, you know. And TT Terry twist up her hand and try feel for the button. And the incoming when I realize that I hold her hand and put the button in it. That is where improvisation come into play now. Yeah, it's a natural instinct, Toffee Rudy. I see him thing TT Terry though. Look when the girl hold her hand and put in the button. She miss and the girl and TT start feel for the button. That does so really you go because why you start do that, you know, is that automatically you start panicking because you see people around you gone and you don't have the button. So you start panicking and feel for it. When me say, then should I take up the button and run? I make Kishi and run. Me say something against you in the last live. But no, it's not objectivity. How you carry feelings heavy, you know, brother. No carry no feelings to me, man. Feelings heavy. I say food come like Onana. Boy, you know some sorry for Julian Fort though. It was a gamble in that situation, objectivity. And I think I said if I were there, I'd have brought an extra athlete. And you see the thing about that objectivity, if they're running at the first run and the change go on. And it was good. What you gonna do? You're not gonna put them back? You know, just easy if you change are really a person like on a football field, you know. All right, new product. We can't go on that one. The man say, the man salt up a team. Ah, man say man salt up a team. Yo. Hey, on a brutal, you know. Shem, why you not calling Shem? You tell objectivity for calling. Hey, that's our next thing, you know. Dean Lewis. If Johan did stand up, seeing if Johan did stand up and take the button when him there, the team would have get DQ still with Julian a limp. Remember, I said the zone the right they say, you know. So him have to step in at the zone. You get what I say? He have to step in at his zone to receive the button.
Julian, I live. What is doing the right?
Turn it down with that. Turn it down.
Yeah,
Oh, go on.
bless you. Yeah, I'm there, man. I'm there.
Bless up yourself,
So,
man.
what's the objectivity? I say, what you call it? Say, fourth shouldn't be in a squad, and I know some kind of agree with him because fourth kind of injury prone. But then again, if not fourth, then who? You get me? Because nobody else never really show up. Oblique never show up.
Hakeem get
So,
injured.
yeah, so I really fourth. I feel that there with nobody else.
And him show
You
early
understand?
season promise for our farm.
Yeah. So we have to put him there, but it's like when it comes to fourth repeating, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You understand? And if fourth have a problem with repeating, especially upon the same day, that same day thing there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's the problem I have with fourth. Me not know why.
But
Why me not know how I can do fail him.
But wait, when you look upon it, you know, them man they're not repeating that training.
And that's my issue now, cause
you have to do
everybody.
different repetition in a training. So him can't repeat in a competitive setting.
Yeah, so I look on to cause everybody do repetition in a training. Everybody do back to back 150, back to back 120s. In a then spikes, I run max out, with like 15 minutes rest between. So me not understand how no. Me I wonder if the adrenaline or the nervousness in a competition in and of itself will cause the athlete for reach that stress level there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, me I deal with me feel like something it have something to do with them nerve, the stress level of them reach during competition, all of that affect them, and then know if them that struggle with that injury. If them that struggle with that injury mentally.
Mental part of it get affected, and once you're injured before, like me say, like you injured, stay with you or stick with you. If you don't get proper treatment, or even if you get proper treatment, it does in the back of your mind that and possibly that way I got probably replaying a Sherika head too, because even if she want push, she go be a little bit tentative because she probably fearful, say, she might pop something or, them things that happen. It injuries affect the athlete psychologically.
You have to really strong. You have to be psychologically strong for really get over the hump, them I believe. Because even look on even civil right now. Civil right now for civil repeat on the same day. Me fret about it too. Me fret about it too because it affect him even in season right now. He must struggle with him injury right now. As we speak.
Can we see
So
the big
even
grimace on
mentally,
him face? Yeah, one time him go do that 100-meter there.
Mentally to that I mess with civil because really and truly, when civil did pull up in the 100-meter Olympics, they go in a depression, You understand? In going a depression, and this is coming from inside, very inside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they go in a depression over the whole thing.
It must affect him.
So right now, it affect him up to the day.
But
because if he go in a depression for that the time, then me know say in season if he might get them like a niggle problem, they affect him.
But I wonder if there's any help though, because you see the athlete is not just the physical part, I wonder if he might get no training psychologically. And we did say that some people come off of me, say, yo, what me I say, man, mad and all and something there, because
no, sir.
It's like them not understand the whole correlation between your physical and the mental.
Brother, me watch Noah Lyles vlog over there, right? Noah Lyles hire one therapist where she come from LA and the man fly her out to Florida for help him out with some mental work every month or so, and plus before competition on the day she call him, check up on him, and them do a visualization technique and them something there. Every competition. Me not talk about world championship, me talk about when him a go run one like a 60-meter one race. She call in and them go through one mental exercise every time. So him invest in money in a mental health, him invest in money in a psychological part too, and in a nutrition and in a training. So the mental part is very important. But Jamaican culture, we not really depend on them thing there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But I heard that he was getting those assistants. But if going a depression then that deep,
Yeah.
deep.
If you're going to depression that deep. Yeah. Me top calling him, I call him father. But that deep, brother. He need a mental help because
No man, hold
civil
on
is
there.
really.
That post I'm posting there. Somebody asked me who is urban athletics. So me I tell them say father hype.
Yeah, I
Man,
must father hype,
a
you know.
father hype name urban athletics.
Yeah, though. But really and truly still, boy, me really want to see Oblique too talented for not win one of them races.
Yeah man, he's very talented man.
If you not win one of them races, brother, the mental aspect part tight. Even something that need the mental help to cause him one time remember him saying I give up 40 that's the one time I give up, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, and that's why me go back to the same point and we make it. See the injuries can be significant to the athlete. It can help them move forward or it can set them back each time. It's when you feel the best shape of your during training, and that at a time when some of them get fearful because them probably replay say, yo, you know, so when last year this happened though after me run fast. Look on Julian Ford. He run fast 1 year, boom, injured. He run fast this
Mm-hmm.
year, boom, injured. It's like it just always reoccur.
Every time him run fast, him get injured after.
So what is he doing differently to ensure say him body react? Is he getting adequate enough rest after him run fast? Because you see, sometimes it's not all about the training every time, you know. It's about
Uh,
getting the rest too, you know, because that's important. Your body, the muscles them need to recover, you know.
yeah, man, the sleeping part is
Yeah, the rest
important.
and the
Yeah,
right
the rest.
nutrition too.
Yeah, but then I have to ask the question too. Is a man like Fort to make enough money for really invest heavily in certain things
That
on
is a
that level there?
that is the next thing because apparently right now I'm losing sponsor
Exactly. Fort now no sponsor
because
right now.
he has been running and now make no team and all of them something there.
Mm-hmm.
Sponsor now go stay with him.
Exactly. So them something they know are the issue again. You have to wonder about now when it comes to people like Sherika them now, we know so we can say yo Sherika them can afford to get the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Sherika them can fly out, Sherika them can get the psychologist, Sherika them can get the thing. Cause I feel like, you know, as an athlete, if you make the money enough a penny pinch because you are your business. Or
Mm-hmm.
you are the business, or you are the
Yeah,
establishment.
yeah.
So if you invest money in a business, it go help grow the business, it go take care of the expenses, and the business will get more customers. So if you are an athlete, you invest in yourself, you take care of yourself, you are gonna run faster, you are gonna run better, you are get more sponsorship, all them stuff there. I go come your way, I go make back the money. Like them say, with LeBron James. LeBron James invest invest $1 million a year in a body recovery and all them something there.
For him to be
You
good,
understand?
basketball is a rigorous game, especially upon the knees,
Basketball no man.
knees and the ankle and the posterior extremities, These are very, very critical part of your body. And basketball for your man to play for so long, brother. He must have do something right. Him have to eat right, he have to get in rest, and he have to get good recovery.
You understand? But then you look on it now. If an athlete all in a tracks now, if you invest like how LeBron invest in that body, they not have the money left.
No?
They not have the money left.
That is true, because him can invest $1 million, Because
Yeah, can I make 20?
He might make 20 for a year.
Yeah.
You see me? Plus,
No one else probably make $1 million a year.
plus the next thing to remember, so them not only make that money, that money are probably just through contract through the club, the franchise, But you have other external thing where you make money from. You make money from him, LeBron James, Shoe, Seal, and all of them, something the people.
All them something there.
Yeah, so it's several variables that cause them to make money, not only the sponsor what them have.
Yeah, that's why it's the track and field. You don't really have that. You don't have a franchise that pay you. You get to me and say, you have to make the money in everything, and you have to do it all. It is all on you. That's why I'm glad for Grand Slam things still, even though MJ them a move like them want this Usain Bolt and they're quiet. I'm glad for Grand Slam. Because MJ them bright out there. What day I see some interview with him and Otto Bolton. Them ask what the best Mount Rushmore in a track and field. And the man them make sure them not call both name. But then Jesse Owens. You know? And there's Jesse Owens and Carl Lewis.
Yeah, but
like, no.
I mean, me just can't understand for the life of me why it is so hard for them to say
Usain
Bolt, or is it because it's a Jamaican? It gonna be too good to say your rival is better than you. You see me? I say, me don't know, but that goes without saying. You can't go around the boss.
You cannot call a legend in a track and field game, and don't call Usain Bolt and him are the number one, and him have a real record them. So it's like it's a big disrespect. Them continuously do it. I realize it is their aim. It is their aim to wipe out the history of Jamaica in a track and field. That is why them shift the goalposts, and come with these new things to say if you win world championships, you are the fastest man in the world. When usually, if you win world championship, you were considered a world champion. Them continue moving the goalposts, and world athletics are change up the communication stuff. So the average man when I watch track and field, in a female, I know what is the fastest thing ever alive. Me hear a man I say, no alive, are the fastest man alive. You know one add what there, no alive, I got talk about, you know the fastest man alive. Them thing are disrespect to the Jamaicans and to the sport. To the sport is a disrespect. But through them know say, them have the media, and them have the media push, and them can do that in the US. Them do that and brainwash the USA now.
So
they say them are the greatest.
So that's why the fans them always when them attack. You can't tell them nothing. It's like what urban athletics attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you now get him for change, because all him talk about Carl Lewis have more gold medals than Usain Bolt. Carl Lewis has never done what Usain Bolt has ever done.
Never.
The fastest, and we have always said that the fastest man alive, and them say it when Ilian did win. She had when she ran the 10-4, the fastest woman alive.
The fastest woman alive. You see me?
So why the sudden switch?
So why it a change now? It a change now to fit their narrative, brother. That is what is going on. And at that, it's like me don't know how we are going, me don't know who in high places can really come and lick out against them and them foolishness. Cause the foolishness are going and you know, me realize too, you see, them Gatling and them man, we are talking and do them thing. No, for them too, you know. A hypocrite them, you know, Justin Gatlin and all them hypocrite, you know, come and a friend up Asafa and do them sitting there. No, so Asafa him now, Asafa can't even speak out now. Him not really a speak out cause he ain't friend them and then come down here and them go down a Grand Slam and them a ask, you know, who are the top 5 runner or whatever, and then Gatlin, you know, that be like, oh, you know, like Gatlin the list on name. So Gatlin a list 5 name, you know. And in list number 1, say he start from number 5 and I go up to number 1. Number 1 not ready to say himself, but through Asafa decided, you know, number 1, me and Asafa. So I realize say, you see them little thing we have one. We can have a Asafa more to speak out against Jamaica than to speak out against MJ them and them slackness with them are doing this we take. Choo, him a run up back, I just didn't get it. Which as well say, you know, a hypocrite to Asafa, you for go to, cause you for go to, you may say, which as well say it, and the coach is there, Asafa, you for go to, cause you move your par with the enemy. See me? Him a go Asafa yard now and I eat dinner. Eh? Asafa yard I eat dinner now all of a sudden. Them are besties. Them for good for America, so cause them man, as a legend in a sport, you're quick for cuss Jamaica system. And this Jamaica system. And you'd never speak out against when them American they disrespect we when Otto Bolt and them are gonna say, oh, on the Mount Rushmore, for track and field, analyst the greatest of all time, Usain Bolt in a list. You know, speak out against them sitting there. I'm a friend with them, brother.
Yeah, and you see, and sometimes, you know, if he want have Justin E-time yard and them par and them something, them, me no see no problem with that. And this is my part of my opinion now. But you see, when them attack, it track and feel, in have to spit facts and be
spit facts.
And be the semblance of order. So if Justin I go say me and you, no, yo, Justin, I know it's the big really and truly are you seeing still, you know? Not wrong for say that because you see the greatest.
Exactly.
So if he want to be a Justin friend, I have no problem. But talk the truth. If you're there on your friend and you can't tell your friend the truth, that means I'm not your friend.
Yeah.
You see me say?
Yeah.
So you're right. They might be hypocritical.
Exactly. Because him not speak out the truth and them something there. Because in the round them man there and some friend thing it turning now. And them man they come in and feed off a Jamaica audience. Cause be a Jamaican and watch them, you know.
Yeah.
Americans don't watch track and field.
No.
You see me? Me feel like say, really and truly, all of a sudden him genuine. Me no feel Gatlin, me feel like Gatlin no like we see me. Gatlin want we lose here way. Deep down in our lungs. Me no feel like when me see enough of them thing. Gatlin they want to see we lose.
But then now go switch.
No, I go switch. But he might try appeal to the Jamaican crowd because we
love track and feel. Yeah, we love track and feel more than them, you know.
So him come, watch him now. Boy, come on the podcast. But I'm drinking rum and Red Bull. We don't want to drink none of our rum. we don't we don't want to just drink none of our rum. Our Red Bull. No, we are not just it. We don't rate you. We feel like you're FBI. Just in a FBI, a spy power with thing. Just in a spy power with thing. We don't like what God, brother. We don't like we have to speak out, my youth. We don't like what God. You see me as Brenton and Tony Green. Pick up on yourself, shame. Pick up yourself, objectivity. We don't trust them for real, man. Yeah. Them think they are going to Virgin. Them think they are going to we need to speak out because the thing is, you know, Safa them have a big platform, you know, man. You man have a big platform. And
probably the title, what them call it, the title thing that them have, the two of them probably have the same title. What name? Title, what name?
Tidal. A Tidal it name, just straight
Yeah.
Tidal.
So,
Me wonder if that stuff I have to.
yeah, man, you have it too, man.
Me wonder if I have Gatling bus in Panda link there. I go with that, you know.
Me don't know, but me,
Because,
two of them have it, so I guess them have to sing from the same hymn sheet.
Yes, because when Gatling just coming up from the beginning of the channel, you know, from when the channel they 1,000 subscribers, you know, a Tidal run off him thing, you know. So not no more than say them come now and them link up and Gatling and show vibe say you work with that brand and way. You see me I deal with? So that go on. That go on. But I don't like what go on, man. I don't like what go on. Because I see some you see American them now. I show them have a little links them to, you know, man. You can see some little MAGA channel, you know. When I have nothing against coaches' decks, can't walk near coaches' decks, not you know, some like a MAGA channel. You see me? I do interview a Grand Slam and them sitting there and I create them own narrative, you know. You see me, I deal with some like a skinny channel. Them not no food, them not eat no food, them not no protein over there. You see me, I deal with them don't know no boy sport. Them just run off them mouth and speak against Jamaica. Them always are this Jamaica. Urban Athletics say what? Justin is the goat.
Is the goat.
I must want goat for you, because we curry goat. So that's true, you talk. We curry goat and them things. So you can't go on, Urban. You can't go on. But low IQ Jamaican fan base. You can't go on. Curry goat and them things. So, yeah, man, Justin, I really want goat for you.
When they come on to IQ in a track and field, you are going to say Jamaicans are low IQ. I can't.
Jamaica is track and field. But that's man, they say, Witter, you read the play right. I ride the coat here for promoting podcast.
Yeah.
Sorry to say, Asafa is too simple to recognize this. And that him I do from morning, bro. And that Justin Gatlin I do from morning. That's all him I do.
Most, if you're checking at them on the what you call it? Analytics.
You know, like them analytics. But even him say it all time out, say most of him fan base is Jamaica and then America after Kingston, Jamaica. So you know, when him just start out, you know, him used to big up Kingston, Jamaica all the way because that's so the majority of him viewers that come from. Yeah. That a go on from what a go on.
Yeah, man.
But you know, then go on still, because I soon go up on my channel and go speak out against them. And them a try cow down with things as Jamaican and as Jamaican legends. But, the sport, them a try disrespect way.
But look at you now, Witter. If we said earlier, you know, if Jamaica is so bad in track and field and we are not the standard bearer, why they are talking about us so much? If a buckle broke, all they do is get the dustbin and shovel it up and throw it in the trash can, man. Why you still talk about it?
Yeah, if we are not the best, leave we alone. Avoid we don't, because we not good then. Yeah, you don't care to talk about it. But if they not talk about it, them channel not get no views because Americans not watching them. If you're not talking about NFL and basketball, you're not getting watched as no American not watching you. So just through them want the Jamaican them for watch. And them call this thing rage bait on social media. Them channel they are rage bait. Forget. We see them on them get to come in their comments and cuss. And through come in the concourse, it build up them channel. That one, man.
Yeah, man. Witter's channel is Witter's World.
Yeah, man. Respect, man.
So on the
channel.
Yeah. Let me see if I can go
on
YouTube or find it and put it up.
Yeah, man. Big up. Who that? Dean Lewis and who that? D with wine. Yeah, man. Them not like have a small third. Them call it third world, you know. I mean, I call my country not third world, but yeah, them not like a small country. Fear dominate, so it really upset them. And that is why I feel like they go to the extent to take away one gold medal from Usain Bolt. Because that they ban, where them ban, my guy, it ain't make no sense. Because you go ban him for something that was not on the ban list at that time.
But retroactive thing.
Exactly. So them know them do them try to tarnish board reputation. Just me can't them stress me out here, man.
All right, see with us world YouTube link then in our chat.
Man stress me out, man.
I'm gonna support the thing. Load it up. Like a boss we got half a tree. Load it up. Yeah, so I really think I talk with them. I don't lie. I really think I talk. So
man, them a fight, them people and a fight with them. Them a this thing. And even though, Michael Johnson, him come to Jamaica, come kickstart Grand Slam track. Right? You come to Jamaica, come do that. But yet still you don't want to respect the legend where come from Jamaica. So me I wonder now then, if you claim say you appreciate Jamaica so much, why when you come to list the greatest people in track and field, you not list the one that is the greatest?
But with that, you know, I'm telling you, them people you just said they can't be trusted. Johnson rate Usain Bolt. Me no doubt that. Seeing? But yes, when it come on to them selecting and choosing who are the top, me no think them are gonna put Usain Bolt over for them one. Because they're afraid of beating from their own. So they can't do it. So when you look on it, it might seem a way, but me can't understand from them perspective. Even though probably I know that they want to say. So as you remember, you did say earlier, so them hypocritical, So them probably have to just play the hypocrite, because if you go say a Bolt, probably you might lose something or lose a sponsor. You see me? So probably I just do it to keep certain things afloat.
And then you have Otto Bolt now. Otto is not an American. He did not represent America when he run. So me I wonder now.
He live in America, so he's American now, so he never represent them, but it can't. Well, he probably live there all them life still, even though he never did represent America. So
he never represent, but he mean live there, yes, and a train with them, yes. Yeah, probably. And then again, NBC work.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick with the American thing. But I don't know. An idea, we have to just go and push and go and big up food athlete them. See how we are.
If you notice when me a big up food athlete them,
Hype section, man.
Hype section then call me.
Yeah. We have to.
But we have to do
when food athlete win a one race, so if you come out and say, yo, wow, the fastest female athlete in the world. Them style of pub with. World lead by a Jamaican, Tia Clayton. Wow, she's killing them all. Will she beat Shakari? Yeah, man. Them think they want to come up with. Them think they want to come up with, because I saw them do for them athlete, brother. Mr. Shakari do one post for the on Instagram about as the fastest woman ever. Me have to say, what she mean? What she mean by that? What's the fastest woman in the world? Yeah, what you mean?
Objectivity saying subscribe to your channel the other day, but you never know, so you up on the line,
Yeah,
I'm
see him comment what there and yeah, I'm see him comment on my channel what there. Even though some people subscribe, but then I know say I'm over there, man. Cause shame, what's your name? Good Body did come over my channel and comment and accuse me, and they know say I'm me.
Hold on there, Elizabeth. Me understand what you're saying now. But you know, say, me used to talk about Shakiri when Shakiri just come on the scene. And I see him, so then take me on. Every day I get up and talk about Shakiri. Every day I sudden take me on to when Shakiri did come out. So why we can't say it back now?
Exactly.
Eh?
Even look for Julian, right?
They used to
Julian
beat
win.
me.
Julian win what the year and them no get no coverage and call her the fastest in the world. Them no get no coverage. Them wait till Shakari, them win the 4x1, them say, oh, the fastest. Shakari just won gold medal, way, blah, blah, blah. Them not give Julian Alfred no coverage. Actually, them have the media house and them have the media power. Them can go on the big podcast, them too. And them shape the narrative how them want to do it.
But all we have to do is just go get back to where we did there, no, man. Slowly but surely and kick your foot, you know.
And them all get quiet.
That's
all them all do, you know. Them all get quiet because them still not go try promote no Jamaican. Them all just get quiet. That's a happen. But anyway, look more still big up yourself. You don't know mad thing.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna call you again for it. When our next live?
You know, say it like them are gonna come up more regularly, you know,
more spontaneously.
Yeah, we kind of free up.
All right, we're there, man. Yeah, man. We're there, man. We're there, man. Yeah, but big up on yourself.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. People, remember to subscribe to Witters World, you know. Yeah, man.
Bless up.
All right, so yeah, we are gonna end the show right now, people. Big up on yourself. Thanks. I think it was a good conversation right throughout. Jamaican track decline. Our world caught up. Let us talk plus more. See? Hopefully before the end of the week we drop our next live. You see me I say? Where you say Christina? You're tired of him? He make his sport nice, man. Make his sport nice. Seeing? He make his sport nice. But Elizabeth, me remember me used to talk about Shakiri when time none of them people I never debut. And the same American fans and cuss me out. So every day me come and talk about Shakiri. See? So when we call them out, hush. I just so you go. Sonia, big up yourself. Big up everybody in the chat. Big up on yourself, people. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, stay safe, you know. Peace. Give them a look of style and flavor.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.